All right. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes. Slowly exhale your breath all the way out, please. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. In through the nose. Out through your mouth. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach up to your fingertips. Big breath in. Bring your hands to your heart and let it go. Press your palms together, please. And seal your lips. Begin to breathe now through just the nostrils. By understanding our boundaries, our limitations, we are able to know ourselves better. But if we accept those boundaries and limitations as permanent fixtures, they become limiting. They hold us back from continuing to grow, from knowing ourselves further. So yeah, we do want to take time to recognize our boundaries, limitations. They help us to recognize the journey we've been on, and they give us a platform on which to continue to grow. But we want to make sure we're doing that in a way not as a permanent fixture of the furthest reaches of where we're capable of going to, but as jumping off point for further exploration. In our practice, we don't push past those boundaries, we'll stop growing, we'll stop learning about ourselves and how we confront challenges, how we confront new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings. So working towards this idea of moving past the boundary, even if it's just peeking over the edge, taking one small step forward and then retreating back, using this opportunity to grow, to see more of yourself in this space. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for one. Blink your eyes open and make your way to your hands and knees. Okay, spread your fingers and make some nice circles around your wrists. Push down, circle it out. We'll go for a couple of cat-cows at the same time. Circle the other way. Turn your palms face up and point the fingers in towards each other. Press down and wiggle your fingers. Roll out your thumbs, rock it out side to side. A little bit further each time. The fingers, roll out the thumbs, curl your fingers into like little fists if you want. Press down. And then we'll turn the palms face down, please. Point your fingers back towards your thighs. Shifting forward and back, cat pose, rock forward, rock back. Shifting forward and back, cow pose, rock forward and back. Keep it going, cat pose, forward and back. Cow pose, forward and cat pose, forward and back. Cow pose, forward and back. Tuck your toes, sit to your heels, reach your arms up. Spread your fingers wide and then close the hands into a fist. We'll flick the fingers open and close. Here we go. Open, close, open, close. Keep it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, please. Untuck your toes. Sit back under the tops of your feet. Lean back and float your knees up. Hover the knees off the mat for a few pulses, a few breaths. That's good. And meet in downward facing dog, please. Shake it out. Extend out through the arms and the legs. Very good. Press through your hands. Lift your left leg up nice and high. Big breath in, reach it up and back. Step your left foot outside of your left hip. Look forward, rock forward, and lunge. Shake out your hips. Press to your feet. Lift into your chest. Inhale. Straighten your left leg. Exhale. Flex your toes. Flex your quads. Walk your fingertips forward. Fold in. Drop your gaze. Look back. Really active through your left leg. Inhale. Rock forward and lunge. Press to your feet. Lift into your chest. Exhale. Rock back and extend. Flex your toes. Flex your quads. Inhale. Rock forward and lunge. Exhale, rock back and extend. Inhale and lunge. Exhale, extend. Inhale and lunge. Pick up the back knee. Pulse it out. Exhale and extend. Keep the back knee lifted. Tone the face. Shake it out. Good. Press down through your hands. Sweep your left leg up and back. Three-legged down dog, please. And then take your left knee to your left shoulder. Drop it down to your wrist. Take it over to your right wrist. Pull it up to your right shoulder and back to your left. Down to your left wrist. Over to the right wrist. Up to the right shoulder. Over to the left. Down to the left wrist. Right shoulder. Left. Two more. Down. Right, up to the left, down to the right. Hold it here. Extend your left leg out to the right side and open your right arm up to the sky, please. Reach your right arm over your head now, then bend into your left knee. Press to your feet, stretch to your legs. Straighten it out, bend into your right knee. Reach, sit back. And then again, bend into your left knee. Bend into your right knee. Bend into your left knee. Bend into your right knee. Two more times, left leg. Bend, get low. Right leg, sit back. Left leg. And right leg. Face it back to plank pose. Lower Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. High for 2-minute downward dog. Exhale. All right, lift your right leg high to the sky. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Look forward, rock forward, and lunge. Shake out your hips. Straighten your right leg. Exhale. Flex your toes. Flex your quads. Shake it out again. Just keep it moving. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Exhale, rock back and extend. Quads flex, legs active. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Exhale, rock back, extend. Inhale and lunge. Press your feet, lift your chest. Exhale, extend, tone through your thighs. Press the feet. Inhale and lunge. Pick up your back knee, pulse it out a little bit. Straighten your legs. Exhale. Extend out through your legs. Press through your feet, fold it in. Push down into the hands. Sweep the right leg up and back, please. Here we go. Right knee to right shoulder. Push down, round in. Drop your knee down to your wrist. Take it over to your left wrist, up to your left shoulder, back to the right side. Down to your right wrist, over to your left, up to your left shoulder, over to the right side. Right wrist, left shoulder, right shoulder. Two more. Right side, left side, up and over. One more time. Down to the right, over to the left. Lift it up, hold it there. Extend your right leg out to the left. Spin your left heel down and open your left arm up to the sky. Very good. Bend into your right knee, lunging. And bend into your left knee, Skandasana, sit back. Ready, bend into your right knee, press to your feet. Bend into your left knee, reach it back. Good, keep it going, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, and left side. Step back, plank pose. Lower, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees and look forward. Step, hop, or float. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Extend out through the spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Nose to knees. Grab the backs of your legs. Squeeze it in. Rise to standing. Reach the arms up. And to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach up and stretch it back a little bit. Lift into your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way down. Lift up halfway, extend up. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Keep the backs of the hips lifted high as you hop back. Push down. Land soft. Cobra Pose or upward dog. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the heart forward. Downward. Facing dog. Keep it going. Inhale, lift to the backs of the thighs, lift the heels. Press to your hands, bend your knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold all the way in. Rise to standing, reach the arms up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Stretch back, lift into your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend out. Plant the hands, hips up and back, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift through the backs of the thighs. Press down, bend your knees, look forward. Float it forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Rise to standing, reach the arms up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Reach up, stretch back, lift into your chest. Forward fold, exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend out. Plant your hands, take it back. Chaturanga. Cobra Pose. Or upward dog, lift the thighs, lift the chest. Downward facing dog. Inhale, press through your hands, lift through the backs of the thighs. Bend your knees, exhale, step, hop, or float, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up, stretch back, lift into your chest, please. Exhale, forward, fold, take it down. Lift up halfway, extend out through the spine. Plant your hands, step, hop, or float it back. Chaturanga, hips up and back. Cobra Pose or upward dog. Downward facing dog. Lift through the backs of the thighs, extend out through the arms. Step, hopper, float, forward, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Rise to standing, reach the arms up. Bring your hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up and grab a hold of your right wrist. Side bend to your left side. Press through your feet. Big pull over to the left. Inhale, come back up. Same thing, grab your left wrist, pull over to the right side. Inhale, come back up. Squeeze your glutes as you cactus your arms. Chair pose. Inhale, sit back, lift into your chest. Arms up and back, right alongside the ears. Chest up, hips get low. Good, Fatima. Forward fold, exhale, sweep the arms back. Interlace your fingers behind you, please. Palms squeeze together. Knuckles extend up and overhead. Open up the shoulders, stretch the shoulders out. And you make your legs really active here as well. Inner thighs spin back, press the feet down. Stretch through the side body, reach to the knuckles. Try to get the lifting through the back of the thigh action as the thighs spin back. Tilting the pelvis forward, deepening the fold. Bring your hands to your low back, please. Slide the hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, lower your bum to your heels. And let's take our knee taps. Lift your chest, hands can be up or down. We're gonna squeeze the glutes, lean back, tap your knees to the mat, and pick your knees up. Tap your heels to the ground. Squeeze your glutes, lean back, tap your knees to the ground. Squeeze your glutes, lower your heels to the ground. And again, knees lightly tap, pick it up. Heels come down, knees slightly tap, pick it up. Heels down, one more time, knees tap, pick it up, and heels come down. Good, slower all the way down to your bum. And lie back, Ardha Navasana. Squeeze your thighs, reach your arms over your head. We'll hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick it up, boat pose. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze here. Lift your chest up. 3. Lift your toes to the sky. 2. And 1. Lower back again. Arms overhead. Thighs squeeze together. Navel pulls down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick it up. Boat pose. Knees pull into your chest. Squeeze thighs to ribs. Then extend your legs up to the sky. Lift your chest. lower back, arms overhead. Navel pulls down, squeeze thighs, 5. Feel it in your abs, 4. Extend and squeeze, 3, 2, and 1. Pick it up, knees into your chest. Squeeze thighs to ribs into your chest. This time as you reach your toes up, grab a hold of your toes. You're gonna grab your big toe with your pointer finger and your middle finger. Then open your legs out nice and wide here. Press out through your feet, sit up tall, try to shift forward even more onto your sits bones. Very nice. And then we're gonna keep a hold of the feet, rock onto our back. So I'm gonna kind of round my spine here and roll onto the back. Pulling the feet apart, adding little pulses here. Pulsing the feet wide. Pulsing the feet wide. Point your toes, okay, and release the toes. Extend out through the legs, interlace the fingers. Pointer fingers are gonna reach forward, lifting your chest up through your legs. Pulse up, pulsing up. Good, Madhu, lower your hips even more so that your bum is down. Think of it like a 4-4 in the back, yeah. Then reach forward, pulse it up for 10. 9, really active legs. 8, 7, 6, really active legs. 5, point the toes, flex the quads. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it here, 1 at the top. Small pulses for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead, legs stay wide. Lift your bum up and take your toes to the ground over your head as best you can. Legs stay wide. If the toes don't touch, that's okay. Then we're gonna rock all the way up to seated and fold in. Reach your arms out in front of you. Fold it in as low as you can and take it right back up and down onto your back again. Legs go wide. Toes tap the ground if you can. Point the toes, flex the quads, rock forward, reach out, fold it. Take it back. Toes tap the ground, rock it forward, forward fold. Take it back. Toes tap the ground, rock it forward, forward fold. Take it back. Toes tap the ground, rock it forward, forward fold. One more time. Take it back. Toes tap the ground and rock it forward, forward fold. Hold it here. Tone your thighs, drop thighs to hips. Press out through your feet and fold it. Hold it. Breathe. Active legs, quads are flexed. Thighs to hips, then push out through the feet, reach out to the toes if you have to. Pull your heart forward. Pull your belly button forward. 3 more breaths. All right, walk your hands in. You're gonna line up your fingers inside your knees, underneath your shoulders. Push through your fingertips, point through your toes, lifting both legs up, round through your spine. Lower. Good, again, lift and lower. Lift higher, lower. Lift higher, lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it, 1, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Come down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Rock it out a little bit side to side. When you're ready, rock over your feet. Come into your crow pose. Knees into the arms. Hips are high, push down. Shift forward, rock forward. Can you take your right toes to tap your right wrist and pick your foot up? Left toes tap the left wrist. Again, right toes tap the right wrist. Left toes tap the left wrist. Right toes tap the right wrist. Left toes tap the left wrist. Take it back. Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. It's gonna feel really good. Open up those hip flexors. Lift into your chest, press into your feet. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, please. Point the flex the toes, flex the quads. We're gonna do our best to take our left toes to our left wrist or forearm, keeping the legs straight and without letting the foot touch the ground. We'll do 5 of these taps. Left toes towards the wrist or forearm. Maybe it goes halfway, 3/4. Maybe you tap all the way. So keep your hips up high and push down through your arms a lot. It's okay if you don't get all the way. Just work on keeping the leg active. Left toes towards left wrist or forearm with a straight leg. You can go wide or directly underneath you. Left leg up and back. Again, hips high, push down, toes towards wrist or forearm. Back up, 2 more. Toes towards wrist or forearm. Last time, towards wrist or forearm. Take it back to the sky. Very good. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Come forward, warrior 3. Pick up your back leg, squeeze your thighs together. Standing leg is really strong. Right and left thigh hug the midline. Lift through the inner right thigh, extend out through your legs. Pull forward into your chest. Maybe the arms reach forward. 3, 2. Big step back. 1, warrior 2, please open it up. You'll tone your thighs, make sure your legs feel really strong. Right from there, draw thighs to hips. Start to engage the pelvic floor, your core, belly draws in, back body's full. Now from your hips, push down into your feet. Really stretch out through your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and stretch back. And we're gonna straighten our legs here. Turn your big toes in and wide-legged fold. Exhale. All the way down into that wide-legged fold. Very good. Press into your feet. Pull yourself down, working the crown of your head down towards the ground. All right, so you have the option staying here, or you're gonna lift up halfway. Place the hands down underneath your, well, let's do that one last actually. Walk your hands back a little bit underneath you. We're gonna lean back into the hands and slide the feet apart, lower it all the way down to seated, wide-legged seated position. So walk your hands back underneath you, walk the feet apart, lower down. So again, more options. You stay here and you just fold and just add a little pulsing action. Or with me, you're gonna rock up to seated or standing again, all right? So I'll place my hands down. I'm gonna rock forward, lift the hips up and back into a wide-legged fold. You can also do this one hand at a time. So one hand outside the thigh, one hand inside the thigh, push up and come forward. Okay. Walk your hands back, lower back down. And again, come back up to wide-legged fold. Lower back down. And one more time, come back up, wide-legged fold. 3 lifts. Now we'll place the hands down underneath the shoulders, lift up to your tiptoes, and push through the hands. Okay, rounding through the spine. Lift the backs of your thighs up as high as you can. If you're seated, just fold in. That's great. Work out through that deep fold. For 3, push as hard as you can down. 2, fold as deep as you can. 1, lower your heels down. Go to your right side, Skandasana, right knee bends, left leg extends. Squeeze your heels together. Press out through your feet, sit back at low. We're gonna lower the bum all the way down to the ground and take a big side bend here. Right knee stays pointed up. Right hand reaches towards your left foot. If you don't grab the foot, that's okay. Hand behind the head is great. Leaning back. Press the right thigh wide. Squeeze your heels together. Press out through your feet. So good. We'll release that Come back up through our Skandasana. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Side plank pose to the right side. Step your left foot back. Lift your left arm up. Lift your hips high. There you go. Maybe you step your left foot back into your wild thing. Optional. Press through your feet. Lift through your hips. Reach through your fingertips here. We'll come back around. Bring your left knee into your chest. Reach down with your left hand to grab your left foot and pull your left toes forward to the top of the mat, please. Slide your left leg out. Slide your right leg back. Hanuman Asana. Start by making your legs strong and active. Tone your thighs. Hug the midline. Draw thighs to hips. From the center of your hips, push out through your feet. Stretch through your legs. Keep drawing in. Good. What happens if you just keep your hands down and work into a deeper fold, holding or a deeper stretch there? Try to find a balance between those two variations for 3 and 2. Good. And 1. We'll take it back when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Tuck your back toes. Drag that left heel straight back by pushing down. Then when you're from your down dog, you can stay there or move through your vinyasa. If we only see our boundaries as limitations, we never get the chance to grow. And if we start to see and experiment with what's beyond them, it gives us the chance to know ourselves more completely. Even if we don't stay there, we've at least taken the chance, the opportunity to grow, to expand our awareness. Lift your right leg up, flex your toes, flex your quads. Right toes to right wrist or form. Without letting the foot touch the ground, keeping the right leg as straight as you can. Listen, it can bend a little bit, that's fine. Try to keep the extension, lifting the hips up high. Right toes, right wrist or form, tap. Right leg up and back. 3 more. Toes, wrist or form, hips are high, push down. Right leg up and back. 2 more. Toes, wrist or form, up and back. Last time, toes, wrist or form, up and back. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Come forward, warrior 3. Tone your thighs, squeeze the midline. Lift through the inner left thigh. Lift through the outer right hip. Lift through your chest and extend out. Make sure you're not letting your chest dip below your hips. Keep the core engaged. Keep hugging the midline. 3. Maybe the arms reach forward. 2. And 1. We'll take it back to warrior 2, please. Just for a few breaths, find stability through the pelvis. Your left hip is lifting higher. Lift through the front of the right hip. Make your back leg a little stronger. Squeeze into your left glute. All right, draw thighs to hips and then expand out. Press down into your feet without tilting the torso forward. Stretch through your legs. Keep the shoulders over your hips. Reverse it. Inhale, reach up, stretch back. Straighten your legs. Turn your big toes in. Wide-legged fold. Exhale. Grab your feet or ankles and pull yourself down into your fold. All right, you can stay right here, or we'll do 3 times again. Inhale, lift up halfway. Slide your feet apart. Lower your bum down to the ground. Really active legs. Good. Shift forward. You can do one hand outside, one hand inside the thigh. Shift forward. Lift the hips up. Come forward back into your wide-legged fold. Take it back down into your seated position. If you did one leg at a time, start on the other leg. Lean forward. Push down. Lift up. Back into your wide-legged fold. Back to seated. Last time. Press to the feet. You can take the arms up. And then use a little bit of momentum to rock forward. Hands down, big push. Lift the hips up, come forward. Hands down underneath your shoulders. Lift up to your tiptoes. Lift through the backs of your thighs. Pull your butt as high as you can. Push down into your hands, round to the back. Shoulders to ears. 3. Push, push, push. Try to make your feet feel as light as you can. 2. Lift your thighs high. 1. Lower the heels. Left side Skandasana. Left knee bends. Right leg extends. Heels squeeze together. Lower your bum to the ground. Side bend to your right side. Left arm reaches over to the right. Squeeze your heels. Press through your feet. Lean back. It almost feels like you're going to roll onto your back here. You're going to keep squeezing your heels together. Pressing through your feet to keep you anchored. One more breath. Come back up to your Skandasana. Press through your feet. Come on forward to your side plank pose. Shifted forward. Left hand down, right foot steps back. Maybe into your wild thing. Bend the right knee, keep the left leg extended. Reach the right arm over your head. Good. Right arm right alongside your right ear. I'm turning my palm down so that I'm in my external rotation through the right shoulder. Press to the left arm. Squeeze to the left glute. Reach to the right fingertips. And as you're ready to come out of this, we'll prepare for our Hanumanasana. Bringing your right knee into your chest. You can reach down with your right hand, grab your right foot, extend it out, and take your right foot forward. Pause. Before you go in, tone your thighs. Create muscular awareness, muscular energy. Squeeze your shins and thighs towards the midline. Now draw thighs to hips, feeling the backs of the thighs draw into the body. Without losing that, can you start to extend out? Keep that awareness, keep the muscles engaged, expanding against that action. We don't lose the sense of strength in the legs. We don't lose that sense of hugging in or drawing in. This keeps the pose contained. It keeps this kind of informed about where we're stretching and how. Okay, press through your feet, stretch through your legs. For 3, and 2, good, and 1. Tuck your back toes, push down, round to the back, drag that right heel straight back. Downward dog. Rock forward plank. Lower chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Lift up to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Hop your feet wider than your hands. Come into a squat. See if you can get a little bit of float time and land softly. Nice, Madhu. Breathe for a moment. All right, we're going to work on our first titibasana, which is an arm balance. You can see my little icon picture there. It's the arm balance in that picture. We're going to get our legs into this sort of straddle and pick ourselves up. Now, again, if you don't have the arm balance as part of your practice, explore it. Go right up to that boundary and then take a step forward, maybe then pull back a little bit, trying to see what happens if we ask yourselves to grow a little bit. Without accepting our limitations, can we choose to grow? So here's the options. Here, lift the hips up. I'm already lifting backs of the thighs up to the hips. So I'm already getting that connection of drawing in. I'm going to hook my arms underneath my legs, kind of wriggle the shoulders under a little bit more. And then place my hands just behind my heels. Okay, and then maybe a little closer. And start to drop the hips, but keep the thigh to hip connection. Okay, now I've got a little bit of like a chair resting on the backs of my arms a little bit, but still lifting, pulling belly in, drawing thighs to hips. Maybe you stay here. You can go one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. Nice, Madhu.
Do you have your shoulders beneath your kneecap, or how is it?
Not quite. It's mostly like my legs over my upper arms.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah. So for me, I know some people do it that way, but I don't know. I guess I have the flexibility. I just choose not to. I get my leg to kind of just be right over my tricep or bicep, right below my deltoid. So here, it's down, going out. Really good. There you go. Point your toes, flex your quads, make your legs really active. There you go. Good. Try to lift your legs up high. We're very rarely just resting on the arm and always trying to create lifts. Even as the legs find extension, and you keep lifting as if you're pulling your thighs up to your ribs. Now from here, just playing with that, you can also kind of play with some transitions. Let's just take a break from doing that one more time. I'm gonna place the hands down, hips are high. You're gonna bend one of your knees is gonna go, let's take it between the arms, and one leg is going to go out here. And we're gonna go up, pulling the butt to the sky. One leg goes between the arms, one leg goes out, and then we lift the butt up high. One more time, one leg between, and then we pull the butt up as high as we can. Switching sides. Good, that leg that's extending, really active, extend it. Try to keep it as straight as you can. There you go, and lift from the back to the thighs, pull the hips up high. Push to the hands. Right, one leg goes between, one leg goes wide, and then I'm gonna pull the butt up next. One leg goes wide, press and lift. One more time. Press and lift. Good. And then we'll come back into our squat. Roll out your wrists. Next, we're gonna play around with our straddle handstand. And then there's the potential to make these two poses connect, or we drop from that straddle handstand into our titibasana, which we don't have to obviously do today, but you can start to feel or see the connection between the two. You can do a headstand or handstand here. What I'll do is I'll start with my feet just a little bit wider than my hands, and I'm gonna work on hopping up into a wide-legged position. Hop up and wide. Point the toes, flex the quads, press through the arms. Right? And then if you want to, eventually you work to do, oops, I'm not gonna do it here. That lower down action back into the arm balance. This is really just a lot of pushing and lifting. Do you have to do that? No, but the idea is that we start to see the connection between the two. You can see the boundary, you can experience our limitation, but we know there's more past it. That's what I'm trying to show you here now. That idea that there's more beyond what we're capable of doing in a moment. As long as we can start to see the connections and challenge yourself to move past what we perceive as our limitations, the opportunity for growth is there. Nice, Madhu. Really good. Yeah, hips a little bit more forward. Just jump more. Hips forward. Yes, very good. Again, keep it going. Yeah, legs really active will help you out. Nice. Now you've got that. Stay up. Don't let yourself fall right back down. Fight to keep it up. Start to fight to hold it rather than just come down right away. You're there. The alignment's there. The strength is there. Now we just have to hold it, put it together. Yes. Once you get comfortable with this wide-legged position, it can take you a lot of places, right? We can use it to side bend. We can use it to transition back down to the ground. But it becomes a very, say like, I don't want to call it easy, but it becomes a really nice way to move through your hand balancing options. So that wide-legged position's like a really key part to developing a stronger hand balancing practice. And so I encourage you to practice it more often. Give it one more playful round of experimenting with your limitations, challenging you to try something new. Let's stay safe. Good. Remember, Maru, fight to hold it. You're there. Yes. Oh, yeah. Getting more hang time each time.
Steve, I'm going to go for a few minutes. My Uncle Gene just walked in.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll still be here.
We're going to start to cool it down in about a minute. Not Uncle Gene. Okay, here we go. Oh, all right. Let us move on here. Really good work. Just having some fun upside down. Come into pigeon pose, left side. Slow things down for a second. Nice job, Mario. Really good work. Just a few deep breaths here. Let's switch to the other leg. And start to lock your hands back in. You're gonna come into frog pose. Okay, take your knees wide, heels in, toes out. Lower down to your forearms. A couple of breaths here. Keep the back body full, so draw your navel in. Also spin your inner thighs back and squeeze your knees towards each other. So pressing out through the feet. That's what I'm doing, pressing out through the feet. But at the same time, keeping the back body full. Belly draws in. Knees squeeze towards each other. Inner thighs spin back. And pushing out through the feet. Feel that nice, big, deep stretch to the inner thighs, upper inner thighs, groin. We're going to use that stretch in a moment. Two more breaths.
Okay, I'm back. You're doing the frog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come onto your hands, please. Okay. Lift up into your chest. All right, then we're going to extend our legs out and lift our hips up. Okay, from here, walk your feet apart. Walk your feet apart. Walk your feet apart. And we're just going to take one last big wide-legged stretch here. Take them apart as far as you can. You can keep your toes down or start to pick your toes up. Maybe point your toes if you want. You can come down to your forearms if it feels okay. Tone your thighs, draw thighs to hip, press out through your feet. Breathe for 5. And 4. Try to keep spiraling your inner thighs back. 2, get the external rotation. And 1, lean forward, and start to slide or toe heel your feet back together. Okay, come up onto your hands. Make your way down onto your back, please. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that wide-legged fold. Wide-legged split. That straddle split is probably the coolest thing in the world if you can do it. It's just so cool, like to be flexible like that. To me, that's just like, wow, so cool. All right, arms by your side, hips up, bridge pose. If you're feeling like you want to get there, upward facing bow, hands alongside your ears. Press it up. And lower back down. Pause. A couple breaths. So we did a lot of folding, a lot of compression at the hips. This is just a chance to open that space back up, stretch out to the front abdominals, stretch out through the front of the hips, the quads. As you press up, think about just opening up the front body as a way to balance out of the work we did today, which is core compression and like kind of bringing it in towards yourself, like folding into yourself. Let's take it up one more time. Upward facing bow or bridge pose. Inhale to lift up. Turn your big toes in so that the feet are parallel. Make sure your toes aren't turning out. If you need to, take your feet wider apart rather than turning your toes out. Then press your shins, squeeze your shins in, and spin your thighs down. through the outer hips, making sure your knees aren't going wide. You want to keep opening the space in the low back. Turn those toes in and spin your thighs down. Extend out through the arms and legs. And lower down. Very nice. Breathe. All right, let's actually do one more of these. Bridge with support. You can use block, you can use your hands, or upward bow. All right, last time, open up the front body, stretch the shoulders. It should feel good. If it hurts or is uncomfortable, you may have gone a little bit too far. Be curious, be willing to go up to that boundary, maybe even step just beyond it safely with control, with intention. You can always come back, right? But we never give ourselves the chance to grow. We don't see what's on the other side of that boundary, that limitation. You know, part of it is just making sure we're ready to go too. Right? The gathering of knowledge and experience is what allows us to kind of take those steps past our limitations. We don't want to just forcefully push past them. Hopefully, through our practice, we're gaining enough insight, applying our former knowledge and experience already gathered, and then utilizing it to help us into the space just beyond our perceived limitations. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Here we go. Rock out your knees left to right. We'll extend the left leg out in front of us. Then take your right knee over to your left for a twist. Switching sides, stretch your right leg out. Take your left knee over to the right side for a twist. And let's come back up. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out. Take a deep breath in. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Lift your legs up. Take your toes to the ground over your head if you can. You can hold on to your feet or support your low back. And as you lower yourself back down, grab your feet. Happy baby. Rock it out side to side here. Extend out your legs. Last little wide-legged stretch. Knees back into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. Take a deep breath in. And lie back. Shavasana. Let it go. All right. Take a moment. Just not a minute or two of stillness here. Eyes are closed. Heart and mind is open. The thoughts are still. Breath is easy. No forced breath. Just an easy, natural breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, please. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Stretch out your arms. Stretch out your legs. Take a deep breath in. And side out, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And rock up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Light in me honors the light in you. May that light shine brightly for us all. Thank you for practice today. Great job. I know that was a hard one and you made it. Awesome job today. If you have questions, comments, requests, or feedback, send them my way. Stephen Arcos Yoga on Instagram and Facebook, or you can email me, stephen@stephenarcosyoga.com. And of course, if you have the ability to give, I greatly appreciate it. I'm on Venmo at Stephen Arcos Yoga, or you can PayPal using Stephen@stephenarcosyoga.com, my email address to find me. Thanks again and have a great day. See you next time.